do the actions that create a fraudulent creator, are they really coming from the talent, or is it being kind of enabled by the corporatization of the studio system?
I think it's both. Because look, when you're working in Hollywood, you want to get as much as you can while you can for as long as you can.
Mm-hmm.
That old line from Almost Famous. I mean, you and I understand that. But the thing is the studio, is the corporation that's hiring you getting the most bang for their buck? Are you, as a creator, delivering on what what your employer is expecting you to deliver on? And I think there's a lot of times when people know for a fact they're not going to deliver what they're supposed to deliver, but they take the job anyway because they're getting paid. And there's who quantifies whether it's good or not. I mean, and if somebody gets paid and you've got an ironclad agreement, let's say you get paid, I don't know, $1 million. You're going to get paid $1 million whether the script is good or not. You might toss one off in a weekend, but it doesn't matter, because how do you quantify that? You can't put in a contract, well, this better be good, because how do you define good?
Yeah.
And yet, are you getting a creator's best work? And I think a lot of the time you're not. And, you see it, or a creator is out of their depth, and yet they're taking jobs anyway. And why wouldn't you? I mean, if you're getting paid, and I've seen in my own life, people, you get a lot of money if you work in various areas, and if you get great success, you get a lot of money, but there's also a lot of slacking off. And there's a lot of people who phone it in. And there's a lot of phoning in that is put up with. Because how can you go after somebody that you think is phoning it in? But especially when somebody already has the credibility and they deliver something, if you feel that it's, I don't know, it's lackadaisical, how do you call somebody out and say, hey, I don't feel we're getting our money's worth here? And people don't do that. They'll just go hire another writer. Yeah. And that is absurd to me. And there's a lot of that goes on in the business, because once you have nowadays one success, you make a movie like Safety Not Guaranteed, like Colin Trevorrow did.
Yeah.
His next movie is Jurassic World. Now, I'm not slamming Colin Trevorrow, but he got a Star Wars movie that didn't get made. He then made another feature film that wasn't that well received. And yet he goes from Safety Not Guaranteed, because Spielberg liked him, to directing Jurassic World. And now, because he directed Jurassic World, he has the credibility to meet with studios and get another $200 million movie to direct, whether he's ready to do that or not. And I think a lot of times when people get these franchise properties, there's a lot of safety net below you, because all the other departments carry you, and it's okay. No one's expecting Colin Trevorrow to go from $1 million movie to a $200 million movie. So what you do is you surround him with all the people that do know how to make a $200 million movie. But on the other hand, how is that helping Colin Trevorrow?
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this clip, check out the full episode right here.